Good evening and welcome to a Mitch'nandMauck'n about the card short hop. I'm Mitchell, and alongside the mouth of the West, he is also the owner and proprietor of the Superstition Ranch in Arizona, where tonight only anyone who was alive the last time the Toronto Blue Jays won a World Series gets free admission. So for those of you trivia fans, that would be 1991 and prior. Excuse me, 1992 and prior. 93. That
Three.
was
Yeah.
93.
It's all
That'd
right.
be
Hey. They won back-to-back, 92, 93, so you're okay. You're still in winning.
That's how low my baseball trivia knowledge is these days. Getting old, you stop to forget things.
Are they the last back-to-back champion?
They very well could be. There was no series in 94, the Braves in 95, 95, Yankees in 96. Didn't the Yankees win back to back?
Did they? I
98,
couldn't remember if the
99,
Yankees won back-to-back. I thought, weren't
98,
they about
99?
maybe it was 98, 99 they did it.
Or
Because
did they go 98,
97 was the
2000?
Marlins. Yeah, they might have been. Okay. Yeah, I think it probably was the Yankees if I'm wrong. Shoot me to the
Yeah,
comments.
drop it in our chat that we're wrong once again.
Yeah.
We're kind of just gonna go through, wait for the World Series preview. There's been some baseball news in the last couple days that came, kind of stirred me up for sure. And then we're gonna kind of talk about the baseball postseason. Tyrell, Mike Schilt retired suddenly. He's 57 years old, coming off back-to-back 90-win seasons out in San Diego. And in the last day or two, there's a ton of news that have come out about Mike Schilt. Let's start with his time in San Diego. Disagreements within the clubhouse is the big one. And where's the quote that I'm looking for here? Nearly 20, and this is from the San Diego Union Tribune, nearly 20 sources, 12 of them who worked with Schildt on a daily basis during the season, have in recent months characterized Schildt as unyieldingly demanding of his coaching staff and the team support staff. I'm going to get your opinion, and I'm probably going to go on a 2-minute rant here. Really quick though, before I turn the floor over to you, let's back it up to when he was philosophical difference out of St. Louis.
Yep.
Mosela kind of said the same thing, very similar, that it was just they couldn't agree on the same page, and those were coaching decisions. The hot rumor at the time is he wanted to get rid of Jeff Albert, who was Mo's darling, and wasn't working well with staff, etc. But then Yadier Molina had a quote stating that he communicated great with the players. The players all loved him, and outside of the year he took over from Athene, they made the playoffs every year. I'm going to turn the floor over to you, and then I'm going to say my spiel on this.
He also, in one of those articles, there talked about like one of the coaches goes, yeah, he made me a better coach. So like his unyielding manner still made you better. So what's the problem here? He's a winner, a proven winner. Like they went on that 17-game winning streak. Also
Manager of the year.
manager of the year. Like, come on now. And then you had like I was reading a little bit and watched a little bit of Bernie today, talked about it, and was like, yeah, we knew about this, and Mo was right. And I'm like, no. San Diego broke this, not you, St. Louis. So you shut up. You have no leg to stand on because you were all up in arms about Schildt getting fired too. So don't come out and try to be the smart people now that you got burned. So I really have a problem with that. But man, you just wanted your people to win. Like, what's going on? I want to hear your
I
rant
called you
now.
last night, and I said, hey, we need to be this one's personal to me, and I'll kind of explain why here in a second. We're going to be the voice of the St. Louis media that defends Mike Schilt. Bernie threw a fit about it. I almost commented on Bernie stuff, but I'm not giving the competition the clicks. And some other ones. Last year, personal story, I was in the same situation. I was at a school as the head football coach where prior they had won 4 games in 3 years. Last year we went 7-5, lost the district championship game. I won coach of the year for my classification in the state of Missouri from one of the publications. Pretty proud of that. At the time, I met with my administration and wanted to make some changes. And 2 days later, I was philosophical differenced. So I understand what Mike Schilt's going through. And I was reading the things they were saying about him. He was demanding of his coaches. He was holding people accountable because he wanted to win. He gets fired based on wins and losses. Stafford, who's in charge of the, making sure the clubhouse is full of bubblegum, isn't getting fired if they go 70-92. And I wonder to you, Tyrell, now that this is all coming out, if Ollie was kind of a snake in the grass, whispering sweet nothings into Mo's ear, hey, he can't get along with the staff. I can. Put me in charge. I'll listen to what you have to say. I'll do everything that you want.
Dude, that's what Mozeliak did. He did the exact same thing to Jockety. So, like knows like.
And you take out the year he got the Pujols run. He had Yadi's final bout. Oh, he hasn't done shit with that. You have to wonder. Schildt was probably a dictator, and to be successful, you have to be. And there was a quote on another site, and I apologize, I don't remember which one. I'm not gonna give them the credit, but they say the days of the old baseball man are over. Your Tony La Russas, who ran a tight ship. Even Bruce Bochy at 7 years old is now retired. Old school Sparky Anderson type guys who, I mean, they ran the show, and everybody now wants analytics. And this is all big a kumbaya collaboration. We're all gonna feel good. You know what feels fucking good, Tyrell? Winning. Winning's
A
what
World Series
feels good.
championship? Yeah, feels amazing.
Championships.
Yep.
Yeah. And people who don't like that style, they don't want to win. Simple as that. And like I said, it was personal to me. I was kind of related to Schildt deeply on this, and I defend his methods because look at his record.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
wins. You
I
don't
mean, and
fire winners.
you didn't hear any of this stuff when him coming up through the organization. So how all of a sudden is it philosophical differences and he's a hard ass and he rides everybody? From what everybody's ever said, players love him. So he holds them accountable to get things done and to win. That's what players want to do. Your coaches, come on now. Like, grow up. You're grown ass adults. What's wrong with a little bit of criticism and trying to be better? I'm with you on this one.
You work in management. Grown ass adults don't want to be held accountable.
No, they don't. And they're the first
100%.
ones not to look in the mirror, man. Like, hey, maybe it's you. No. It's got to be something against me. Like, it's just no. It's you. You are failing yourself, not me. I'm here to help you, but it's not my fault.
Your job is to make your company the best it can be, get stuff done. Job as a coach, develop players, win games. No, I'm not here to manage adult feelings. Grow up. It's not personal. It's just business.
Yeah, it's fine to say that. Yeah.
What's the old CM Punk quote? I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money.
Exactly.
I'm here to make friends. I'm here to win games.
Mm-hmm.
And that rubs people the wrong way these days because, we're, as a society, we're all just a little too sensitive.
Not going to disagree with that one.
Everybody just wants to feel good, man.
Yep.
Nobody wants to be challenged. Everybody just wants to stay right at the medium. Nobody wants to be pushed to be better than what they're supposed to be. Everybody's happy being average.
And if you look like that, the video that got Randy Arozarena traded, like the players were so excited about that with him doing his rant in the clubhouse. Like, okay, so everybody likes him. I don't care that you hold people accountable. Do it. You're supposed to be there. And yeah, he had a problem with Jeff Albert. Still do. I still have a problem with Jeff Albert. They fired the guy that Schildt liked. Wasn't that Buddha? They fired him.
And players love Buddha too.
Yeah. So again, you're right on the right page. This analytic kind of feel good bullshit. No, I want to be a winning baseball player, baseball coach.
Yeah.
I feel you, bro.
It's as easy as that. And you look at the guys who win. Dave Roberts, yeah, he's got a ton of talent. Old school type baseball guy. Joe Madden was that way. Even the guys who are successful, Terry Francona, old school baseballs, they come, turns around sinking baseball teams for a living, essentially.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It bothers me that that's where we're at. And this is a society rant that we're just all happy being average. I don't want to work with average. Ugh.
It's like my daughter's babysit by a Cubs fan. And
Speaking of average,
yeah. And she said something, go Cubs the other night. And I really got upset. I'm like, how do I teach my kid not to be a champion? Like, you can't be a fan of a loser and be a champion. So I can't deal with that. Like, championship mentality, granted, like she's 2 years old, I really can't do that, but like legitimately, like you're gonna be the goddamn best at everything you do. Like you give it your all the time. Like there's no half-assing it. There's no you want to be the best. I've always wanted to be the best. Why don't you want to be the best? Let's go. Let's do it.
And my
Work your ass
last
off.
little like rant before we kind of, because I know we went long on this, and it's gonna be hard to chop it for socials. But we lost that championship game last year, and I was beside me. Yes, I was happy with what we accomplished. First time in school history we'd made the championship game. People were taking pictures with the second place trophy. People were so proud of winning second place. I didn't talk to anybody for like 24 hours. Second place isn't good enough. Like, I'll just give everybody participation trophies. Like, so everybody feels good. And it's a cliche, but it's true. You're the first or you're last.
Yeah. I I would say in that instance, for your example, I would much rather be third place because then I got somewhere to go next year. I got another level of me. Losing championship game, 100% devastating. I get that. I'd rather have third than second because I don't want to be the first loser. I want to be the champion.
Well, I'm vindicated in this situation. The team I left is currently 1-7, and his only win is against the worst program in the state. Moving along rather quickly from that, there's some managerial news. The biggest one is one Albert Pujols. He has interviewed for the Angels job and is the front runner for that one. ESPN broke the story yesterday that he was going to interview for the Angels position, or excuse me, the Orioles position, which is kind of an interesting spot. Now San Diego's open as well. Steve Phillips and Eduardo Perez, your man, were talking on their show in the morning. And Steve Phillips, who, when he's not talking about his time with the Mets, I actually really enjoy. And Steve brought up a point like, I don't care if he's been affiliated with our franchise or not. Albert Pujols wants to manage. I'm going to interview him for the job. When you look at what's open now, Tyrell, where would you rank the? Let's talk about the three openings: San Diego, the Angels, and the Orioles. Rank them one, two, three. Which one do you think is the better job for an Albert Pujols to take?
Ooh, now I'm with Padres being open. I want to say
We're going to
Padres,
agree the Angels are
Orioles.
the third.
Yeah, Angels the third. I think it's go Padres, Orioles, Angels. Because mainly the Padres, because you know that ownership and that general manager is going to do everything they can to win. So they're going to give you successful players. And as long as you're bringing in the right players, like it also, the culture matters a lot. If your players got to be winners, but man, also the Orioles are set up real nice. A lot of young talent. Yeah.
And strong pitching.
Right. Yes. Yes. I, ooh, I
Okay, let's break it down. In the
yeah,
NL West, though, you got the Dodgers in front of you. But in the AL East with Baltimore, you've got Toronto, who's in the LCS right now, and you still got the Yankees and the Red Sox. That's a little tougher row.
that is a very much tougher road. And you know that those three teams are going to do and dude, Tampa Bay ain't no slouch either.
No.
So that's a tough division. I mean, granted, if I'm going to be first time manager, I'd want to get my feet wet a little bit before I'm thrown in the fire. But also, I got to give me against iron sharpens iron. Give me the toughest division you can. I want to see how good I am. Uh, Ooh. I still think Padres, though, they made the playoffs this year. They have a good core. That's a great ballpark. I almost went with he's played predominantly in the National League. He knows how those ballparks play. He knows what ins and outs, everything. So I could see him really succeeding in San Diego. But he would look so good in that orange and white and black.
Oh, man. That's a good fit
Yeah,
for Albert.
it is. Yeah.
I agree. I think San Diego's a better job. I think it's a better fit with kind of a larger Latin speaking population in San Diego, more of a Latin media. He's not going to get that East Coast media. And I think the National League is the weaker of the two leagues, which is going to be a lot easier to win and win right away.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you're right about all those.
the other note that came out, Eduardo Perez probably maybe breaking news, but Placido Polanco is going to be his bench coach, no matter what job he takes. Polanco was famous in Cardinal lore for being the guy traded for Scott Rowland.
Solid utility player though, man. Like solid all around baseball player. Like he had a good long career. Like went with several organizations. So, and I think you mentioned earlier, like I guess they're best friends in baseball. Like
Yes,
that's his baseball best friend. Okay, I mean you want to work with your buddy, don't you? Why wouldn't you?
always.
If, you know, yeah, I that'd be kind of interesting. Really, I don't. Now I want to fill out the rest of the staff.
And once he gets the job, we can kind of do that and speculate. Which brings up this point when we were talking on the phone doing our rundown. Yachty's going to take a job in St. Louis. That's pretty much all but guaranteed. I think they're waiting on Skip Schumacher to fill out his staff. John Jay or Descalso, if not both, are going to go with him to Texas. They're tied from the Memphis Mafia days. Why isn't Yachty hitching his wagon to Albert?
I think he just wants to go solo. I know that they were friends and everything, but I also think that Yachty's wants like, I want to do this on my own. I don't need you. I want to do this. And I had 11, 12, 13 years without you. I developed my own personality and I became the leader that I am now. So I don't think I need you anymore, Albert. Now, granted, he probably still does a little bit because I mean those two meshed so well together and like had a great rapport with each other. I think Yachty just wants to do this on his own, really. It is kind of crazy though to do that. Because why not? Or but hey, more power to you, Yachty.
I don't care what the cost is, Tyrell. When we get the San Diego Padres versus the Cardinals with Pujols and Yachty managing, you're flying out, and we're going to a
Hell yeah,
game.
bro. Hell yeah.
Like you,
I'll wear number 4, you wear number 5. Let's do it.
and I will wear it in the Padre colors. I want the throwback McDonald's uniform, Padre,
Oh, yes. Yes.
like
Let's
the
go.
Tony Gwynn style.
Yes, I'm with you. I love that one. Love those uniforms. Those are great.
A quick look here. It has just gone final. The Dodgers beat the Brewers 3-1 to take a 3-0 lead. We'll talk about the AL here in a second, but Otani's going to throw Friday night. That series is over, Tyrell.
Yeah, it's over. Yeah, yeah. It was I think that series is over as soon as the Brewers won because like they gave the Cubs everything they had and Cubs were hitting them right back. I think the Brewers were I know I got into a little bit of, but I think they were going to lose anyway because I think everything they had was given in that first series, and they just spent it all right there. And you just ran into the Dodgers, who have now, without Otani hitting, have really come on strong now.
Otani's going to pitch tomorrow for at least a little bit, but I don't see Milwaukee even skating a game at this point, especially the game. It's over. It's in
Also,
LA
good job.
tomorrow. It's
Yeah.
done.
Also, good job, Dave Roberts. We can see how far Blake Snell can go in a game. I loved seeing that. Snell just keep coming out there, through like what 99 pitches in that 8 innings. Good job, man. Way to
And their
manage
game
that.
2 starter went the distance.
Yep, yep. They don't have to worry about their bullpen right now. Like that's way to go. Like that was the weakness of the Dodgers coming in. This was their bullpen, and the fact that their starting pitchers have stepped up has just been phenomenal for them. Like bravo.
They've got every bullet in the tank essentially for tomorrow. And why
Yep,
not go
yep.
ahead and try to, Mortal Kombat finish them? Glass now only went 5 2/3, but when you had one guy throw 8 and the other guy throw 9, it's a fresh pin. And then looking at the Seattle and Toronto just got underway. Hit refresh here so we get the latest here. 1-0 Seattle in the top of the third. That's been a fun series so far.
Yes, yes. Yeah, it really has. I was really shocked. Seattle's looked great, great pitching. And I think they were breaking it down last night, and I had never seen somebody break it down like this before. But the announcers were talking about like how the Tigers were the worst slider hitting team in the last month of baseball. So the Mariners predominantly pitched them sliders. The Mariners are the worst hitting team was against sinkers. So the Mariners are, or sorry, the Blue Jays are the worst hitting team against sinkers the last month of baseball. So the Mariners are giving them predominantly sinkers. So I'm like, that's such sound logic. I never thought that. But then last night happened. So I really don't know how you can say that at 12-2 game.
And for the 25 people who care, it's 10-0 Pittsburgh Steelers over the Cincinnati Bengals in a matchup on Thursday Night Football that features two quarterbacks that are both our age.
Yes, I know. My goodness. Joe Flacco's still in the league? What's going
That guy
on?
won a championship, what was it, 2001? No, it was later than that, but still.
That was Trent
It was
Dilfer.
Dilfer who won the 01.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's... And Aaron Rodgers, that's a weird cat, man.
And just gets even weirder. Like he embraces the weirdness. Yeah,
His
he's a weird
villain,
dude, man.
his villain arc is amazing.
Yeah, it has been. Yes, yeah.
Well, I think at the current rate we're on, by the end of the weekend, we'll know who's going to be in the World Series. we'll probably jump back on Monday night, Tuesday night, and kind of give you a World Series preview. Tyrell, I'm glad we got to do this one again tonight. I'm excited to go watch some TNF. I think like there's probably some action on ESPN2 instead that is much more exciting. I'm actually going to watch Seattle, I think, play tonight. For the Mouth of the West, Tyrell Mock, I am Mitchell Jenkins. This has been a Mitch and Mock about the card short hop. We will see you next week with a World Series preview.
Later.